Hi everyone and welcome to my intervention proposal. I'm Nienke Heeg and I'm going to talk you through my intervention today. This is the program of today. So first I'm going to talk about the complaints and the background. Second of all, I'm going to talk about the type of intervention. Then I'm going to talk about the objectives and the goal. And finally, I'm going to talk about the well-being game, which is my intervention. So first of all, the complaints and the background. Theresa, David, and Nathan are the three people in the scenarios given. So those are the three employees in the company working. So I'm going to start with the complaints in well-being. Because there are complaints in well-being since employees experience a decreased overall well-being. They complain about being exhausted, quickly irritated, and having sleep problems. The cause of this decreased well-being might be the result of the high workload. This resulted in stressed employees calling in sick just to get a break. Stress at work is associated with a decrease in work performance, higher absenteeism, and a low physical health. One of the employees, David, he mentions the longer he postpones help, the more worries and complaints he has. Therefore, it's very important to tackle the problem as soon as possible. Then there is complaints in relatedness. Employees report low relatedness between the colleagues. Employees do not communicate. Theresa mentions they rather ignore each other, leading to tension. Relatedness is an important aspect of well-being and the work atmosphere. According to the self-determination theory, relatedness is one of the three main pillars for intrinsic motivation and well-being of the employees. Those issues became worse since the reorganizations, which is the main hazard in this case. When nothing changes, there is a risk that those issues result in higher absenteeism rates, severe stress in the employees, and decreased mental health and physical health among the employees. So the second aspect of this presentation is the type of intervention. In my opinion, this has to be a primary and a secondary intervention together, combined. So, to address those issues, an intervention is necessary. In my opinion, as I said before, this had to be a primary and a secondary intervention combined. Primary, to make sure the employees build resources to have a better defense for stress. Secondary, because coaching how to deal with stress will decrease the experienced stress of the employees. The focus of the intervention needs to be work-related stress, well-being, and relatedness. So the first focus of the intervention needs to be the work-related stress and well-being, since this is the overlapping issue. Focusing on work-related stress and well-being is of high importance since realizing a high level of well-being results in less turnover or turnover plans in employees. Also more dedication and better work performance. So it's very important to address those issues. The second focus of the intervention is relatedness. Addressing relatedness is relevant because this is important for fulfilling the psychological needs. Higher relatedness is associated with more engagement in a task. Therefore, it is important for the company to take it into account. The chosen intervention for this company is the well-being game. This intervention is focusing on stress, well-being, and relatedness. The overall aim in this intervention is to create a better work environment with a positive atmosphere for all the employees, to eventually decrease absenteeism and increase overall well-being. This ideal work environment consists of less stress and higher well-being. Ideally, the employees feel more related to each other after the intervention. Then the third topic of this presentation is the goals and objectives. So the first goal is realize a work atmosphere wherein employees feel safe, related, and content. Then there's two objectives. The first objective is within 2 months, employees' level of stress is decreased with 2 points on a 1 to 10 Likert scale. The second objective is Within 2 months, at least 70% of all employees mention feeling related to their colleagues, according to a survey. Then finally, I'm going to talk you through the well-being game, which is my intervention proposal. So, the chosen intervention is the well-being game. This intervention is originated in New Zealand. This intervention is made to enhance well-being and relatedness and to decrease stress. It is important to know that well-being can be defined in several ways. But for this intervention, we combine the hedonistic view, which means feeling good, with the eudaimonic view of functioning good. There is 5 ways of well-being, and those 5 factors are all implemented in the well-being game intervention to realize the overall goals and objectives. So the first one is connect, which refers to social connections supporting mental health. The second one is be active, which refers to the physical exercise supporting well-being. Then the third is take notice, which refers to the reflecting on emotions and the world around you, serving as mindfulness to improve well-being. Then the fourth is keep learning, which refers to forcing yourself to learn new information you enjoy, to enhance an active lifestyle. Give is the last one, and this refers to a voluntary providing help or a gift to another. For example, a friend or a colleague, resulting in enhanced relatedness. All those 5 factors improve well-being in a eudaimonic view and an hedonic way. Then the target group is the employees, since those are the people directly at risk of the issues I mentioned before. There are several aspects of this intervention. The game is provided online, making it easily accessible everywhere and at every time. The intervention is aiming to make employees conscious of their already existing mechanisms for well-being and additionally provide help by using more tools to enhance well-being. The intervention is performed in teams to enhance the relatedness between the colleagues. The employees update their activities on a daily basis, so employees note their activities in this online platform in a playful way to enhance motivation and participation. To further enhance this participation and motivation, employees receive points depending on how an activity is executed, and those points are organized in a leaderboard with a possibility to win prizes. Thus, the principle of operant conditioning is used. When the players receive points and prizes for their efforts, they will most likely repeat this behavior, which is the principle of operant conditioning. Therefore, it is to enhance the likelihood employees will continue this behavior in the future. So, possible obstacles for this intervention in the well-being game is because the well-being game is provided using an online platform. Thus, the game is in need of a mobile device and access to internet. Therefore, the company needs to make sure those employees who do not have a phone or no internet can get a loan phone, and internet is available in the company at all times, so the intervention can be realized in the company and during the work days. Okay, additionally, I made a timeline starting in January of the next year. So the company needs to take a measurement of the level of stress, well-being and the relatedness and provide access to a mobile device for those who do not have one. Then in the second phase, the intervention is in operation, so the intervention is started. In the third phase, new measurements are done to measure the new levels of well-being, like stress, well-being, stress, and relatedness. The fourth phase means that the intervention does not stop after 4 weeks, but it's being continued. So the well-being game can still be in use after initial 4 weeks, but is no longer monitored by the steering group or the organization. So it's just for the employees themselves. In the fifth phase is a measurement for after a few months to check the beneficial outcomes are still there. Okay, this intervention promises beneficial outcomes for the company. In the intervention trial, employees' well-being is enhanced after 4 weeks of this intervention, according to self-rapportage. This is especially for those who feel like the intervention also helps to relate with others. Therefore, it is for high importance to focus on improving the relatedness as well. The employees in the study report significant lower stress and higher relatedness after the intervention, providing positive indications for this company. So, in conclusion, it is important for the company to tackle the lack of relatedness, the stress, and the well-being of the employees. If those issues are ignored, the absenteeism rate might increase and the mental and physical health of the employees might decrease. Therefore, an intervention in the form of a well-being game is introduced, providing positive expectations for the company. This intervention is based on an online platform, wherein employees log their activities in teams. The teams provide relatedness, and the activities are based on the 5 principles of well-being. Expected outcomes are enhanced well-being, enhanced relatedness, and reduced stress in employees. So I want to thank you for your attention. I hope everything is clear. And here are 2 pages of my references I used during my resources and my research in this intervention plan. And this is the 2nd page of my references. So thank you again for your attention, and yeah, thank you.